Yeah, by myself, yeah.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With that, let's get on up to Jacksonville. Standing by for the call, it's our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Much appreciated, Coach. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Jacksonville. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10, it's Jackson. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another first and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And we get a quick peek at the Ravens starting offense.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game one of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now Leonard Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Minshew. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. A quick throw complete to Chark. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And Jennings has it. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6 as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go. And we take you through the starting defense for Jacksonville.
I want to highlight Telvin Smith, only the 3rd linebacker in Jacksonville Jaguar history to make a Pro Bowl, but not for that reason. When he came out of Florida State with his build, many were projecting him as a safety in the NFL, around 215 pounds. He's gotten a little bit bigger, but his ability to run and hit and make plays has made him one of the most valuable linebackers in the NFL. They made the right choice leaving him at that spot.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or 2. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at his draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
They'll run on first down. Swift. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Now a give, right side. Swift. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
On first down, Swift. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. A 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Caught here by Conley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Minshew. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Out of the gun is Minshew. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now it's Jackson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
We got this.
23 yards on the play. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Come on now, let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Flush to his right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback, there to make the play defensively.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field, defense.
On third down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow, he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Miles Jack can just flat out cover. It doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And this one is right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. The ball popped in the air and intercepted.